Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
You found it. The place to be on the weekend is right here with Tom and Steve on The Local Show, where we champion local businesses and bring to light.
I can't do this that time.
Why not?
I can't do it. This is. You're gonna have to ask all the questions.
Yes, I know
Tom.
why, folks.
This is, you know.
Folks, I was going to introduce the guests after a little banter, but we'll get right into it. Dr. Joe and Dr. Mike, both Fallons, are here, owners of Fallon Fallon Family Dentistry, and Steve is definitely afraid of the dentist.
I just got sweaty.
Yeah,
bad looks over here.
Dentist near me.
Bad looks. Nothing hurts.
Steve,
Nothing hurts.
Steve's an anti-dentist.
Am I the only one? Okay, there's about 15,000 people listening right now. Anybody go to a dentist when they were younger that was inappropriately, painfully inducing individual?
No.
Okay, well, I do.
Only you.
So
Only you.
it's so
Strictly teeth.
dental fear is real.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
It is.
and I don't care what you tell me. I don't care what you make me drink or smoke.
All right.
It's still anyway. Okay, I'm
Folks,
done.
you gotta hop.
I'm done here.
We're used to it.
Okay.
Hop over to YouTube and see these two strapping young men who are very disarming.
Is that because they got to put their knee on my chest to pull the tooth out?
They're both brothers, ladies and gentlemen, and I can tell already that they are very good at what they do, and they're disarming. So it's not like they're scary.
All right, go ahead, Tom.
I had a guy. I grew up in the Valley. You guys know where the Valley of Syracuse is?
This is probably a long story.
Love
Yeah,
the Valley.
Green Hills, yes. So I grew up there, and there was a guy there, Dr. Franny. And
He was our neighbor growing up.
No kidding.
Next door neighbor.
Oh my gosh! What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
Franny Stein?
Next door
No.
neighbor.
Okay.
Dr. Franny was a gentle man, a short little guy. But, I had good experiences with him from the time I was a little boy.
Sure,
And,
so did we.
Yeah. You went to him too?
We didn't go to
On
him.
Halloween.
Okay. Oh, yeah. On Halloween. That's wonderful.
He would throw the football back when
Yeah, we threw it in his yard.
That's wonderful. Yeah, so I had good experiences, and actually, teeth is one of my best body parts. That's all I got left. I don't have any cavities. I don't have anything.
Yeah, take a look.
Pretty
He's
good.
right.
So, anyway, so let's talk about how you guys got into dentistry and the family legacy thereof. So go ahead. Either one of you take it.
Yeah, well, if you want to go way far back,
Yes.
our grandfather, who's also named Mike Fallon, Mickey, he went by.
Okay.
He was in World War II, and he got a toothache during the Battle of the Bulge.
No kidding.
Yeah, and he ended up going to a medic tent. There was a line around the whole building, I believe.
Jeez.
And he eventually got inside. He had this horrible toothache. The dentist that was there took care of him. And he was basically like, if I ever make it back, that's what I'm going to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
And
he
that started the Fallon legacy of
Wow.
Yeah,
dentistry.
so
Yeah,
he was 18 or 19 when he was over there.
Yeah.
Came back, went to Syracuse on the GI Bill,
Yeah.
and then ended up going to Georgetown. The Hoyas, we get it. There's
Yeah,
a
right.
little rivalry there.
it was pre-Big East.
Yeah, this is back in the 40s, 50s.
No kidding. What college did you guys go to?
We both went to Lemoyne.
Oh, you
Lemoyne undergrad, and then Buffalo for dental school.
Okay.
So,
And
yeah.
that's a big dental school, right? The
Yeah.
Buffalo?
Yeah, it's sort of the biggest in upstate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Sort
really
of
the only one up here.
Only in upstate.
So you are
Yeah.
general dentists, not... See, people think Fallon.
Yeah.
If,
Think
if you're
surgery,
getting a
oral
tooth
surgery,
pulled,
yeah.
well,
Yeah.
it's one of the Fallons. So,
Right.
so you're like regular dentists.
Yeah. So our grandpa, he was an oral surgeon. He pulled teeth for 50
Wow.
years, worked until he was 85.
God bless
and
him.
two of his younger brothers ended up becoming oral surgeons too. And then they both have sons that are also
Gee.
dentist, oral surgeons. I mean, they pulled our teeth. You know,
Oh, my
they've
God.
gotten everyone's teeth. But our dad went into general dentistry.
Okay.
Met my mom when they were in dental school, who's also a general dentist. So they started a practice together.
This is amazing.
Next to West Jenny High School back 1990. And Mike's been out for what, 5 years?
About 4 or 5 years now.
And I've
so
been
I
out
started
for
working with them.
Yeah.
So
I've been
when-
out for about 2 or 3.
So where's the practice located?
We've got 2 locations now. The original is right next to West Jenny, and then the newest one we opened up in March of 2022, so just over a year ago, and that's on West Taft, across from the old Hinterwaddles.
up in
Oh
North
yeah,
Syracuse.
yeah. Up in
Was
North
that
Syracuse.
North Syracuse,
Dr.
yeah.
Sweet or something?
Dr.
Yeah.
Sweet's
Sweet's
office.
up there.
Yes.
Retired.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you go to Sweet?
No.
No, but that's a beautiful building. That's a
Sweet
nice
guy.
I just know
building.
dentists, and I freak out when I go by their offices.
Yeah.
It's just mental.
It's like me with
mental
bridges.
notes.
It's like you with bridges and
I hate
airplanes.
bridges.
I got dentists.
You just hang on tight.
So a couple of young, educated guys. There's dentists everywhere. Why do folks come to you?
We've lucked out because it's honestly going back. My grandpa started back in Syracuse in 1953. Finished all his training, did Georgetown, and then was down in New York City for a number of years, and then started back in Syracuse where he was born. He was born on Westcott Street, and then started in '53. So we're at 80 or what is that? 70 years now since he started back up here.
Yeah.
Worked downtown for a long time, and then ended up starting an office on the west side in the same
Right.
building that we're at now.
So has
What a legacy.
Is the name certainly hasn't hurt you because you guys, the name has a reputation.
And though, get this, they got to live up to that too. So that's got to be something.
So do you guys do it or do you suck?
Hey, we're getting it done.
Yeah, everyone's got a different experience with us, but
Yeah.
Keep coming back.
Yeah, people keep coming back. Our practices are getting bigger, so
That's wonderful.
it's fun.
Yeah.
How important is gentle dentistry and anxiety-free dentistry? How important are those words and that implemented into? Yeah,
Getting
what you
looks over
guys
here.
do. Yeah,
Well, it's we try to put ourselves in the position of the patient, try to imagine what it's like for them because it's their experience. We're sort of just guiding them through it.
right.
So I try to imagine myself in things that make me nervous and try to think what would I like someone to guide me through.
So
Yeah.
empathy is what you're telling me.
So we play some nice music.
Right.
We've got TVs playing some videos of cats and dogs just playing around. Dogs just being.
when I'm
funny
in the
dogs.
lobby, can I hear?
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that nice? Everyone loves that.
They should put like a different muffler on that thing, something that plays
New exhaust pipe.
Yeah, something that plays a melody instead.
It's like a silencer on a
I've never had pain with that. Although cleanings, some people can get a little rough with cleaning.
Oh, yeah.
and they're just in there grinding away and
Digging around.
Chrome is flying everywhere. It's like so. Do you guys, being a different generation, do you tend to take a little softer approach and just a little bit more empathetic than the old folks?
The one thing that's definitely different is especially working for our parents
Yeah.
with and for because they're still working just as much as they've worked 20 years ago. They're still working. So patients that say they've been going to them for 20 something years, you get familiar with someone, you get used to them. You want consistency. So then we come in, it's all of a sudden, oh, here's a kid. Figure out something else. So that approaching them is sometimes a little bit different than approaching, say, a new patient where you're starting fresh. Maybe they had a bad experience with someone else,
Right.
and they're just trying to get a calm experience rather than, all right,
So maybe
we'll
mixing
get that.
the history and the legacy and the education and the wisdom of your family with the newer folks, new school, new technology, emerging techniques and things going to come together. Is that a fair way to wrap it?
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
what we're going for. That's what we're going for, and it's a lot of people from dental school that we were with. They sort of just go into it. They're the first people in the family to go to dental school, let alone go to college sometimes. So then they end up in a city somewhere in a practice that they don't really know the patients, or the patients don't have any idea who they are. And
Right.
so they sort of figure out their own way. With us, we have the benefit of having our parents that they sort of set
It has
familiarity.
quite a legacy. Fallon, Dentistry, Syracuse.com. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's our website.
Yes, sir.
So if you're looking for a dentist, if you need somebody, here's some guys. You can check them out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Tom,
I'd like to have you guys back multiple times.
Absolutely.
So.
Yes, we'll
For
Steve,
sure.
Steve will look into your checkbook later.
There we go. Yeah.
And our little sister is joining the party. She's finishing up school
look at
and
that.
training.
It's a family affair.
She'll be starting with us this summertime too. So
Fallon
Excellent.
Dentistry, Syracuse.com. Tom.
Thank you both. Have a great rest of the day, okay?
thanks, guys.
All right. On behalf of the local show and Zoey Advertising and Tom and Steve, God bless you and your families. Take a walk today and every day with your friends and family members. That keeps the weight down, Steve, and the mind clear. The local show is heard every Saturday morning from 11 to 1, and then again on Sunday morning from 7 to 9. Listen together with a friend. Until next week, get down to business. Keep doing business locally. Tell your friends about The Local Show, right here on 570 WSYR 1069 FM and the iHeart Radio app, and on YouTube at Zoey Advertising 3809.